At Easter Vigil at St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Francis added that we are called to relive our grace, saying that resurrection of Christ invites us to experience tremendous amazement and joy of women who witnessed empty tomb. First encounter with the Lord to grow in faith and hope. By Thaddeus Jones Pope Francis presided over the traditional Easter Vigil at St. Peter's Basilica on Saturday evening on Holy Easter night. The celebration began with evocative rite of blessing fire at entrance of Basilica, followed by a candlelight procession in which Lumen Christi was sung and Basilica's lights burned in full brilliance. The celebration included the baptism and confirmation of 8 addumas from Albania, the USA, Nigeria, Italy, and Venezuela. In his sermon, Pope Francis underlined that women who set out to visit Jesus' tomb and found it empty had an incredible experience that marked transition from deep sadness of Jesus to utter bewilderment at Resurrection of Lord. And this journey from sadness to indescribable joy is a journey to which we are all called. Baptism during the Easter Vigil celebration in St. Peter's Basilica The Lord is risen. Describing Bible reading during Easter Vigil, Pope described how sorrow of women who set out to visit tomb of Jesus turned to bewilderment and joy after seeing Risien Lord calling disciples in Galilee and empty tomb. He recorded how the rebirth of his disciples and the resurrection of their hearts would call them to return to their faith roots in Galilee. From sadness to joy, believing that nothing can change, the Pope observed that we can sometimes be overwhelmed by sadness when we see today only as graves of disappointment, pain, or horror. And sometimes we can archive our first encounter with God as something of the past and less relevant in today's challenging world marked by darkness, war, indifference, and an uncertain future. This disappointment, observed by the Pope, can dry up our source of hope. Memory that rekindles hope. The Pope explained that women at Easter were instantly transformed by their experience of empty tomb and resurrection of Lord. He told the disciples that it will change life and history forever. Christ has risen. They also tell them of Lord's call to Galilee, where their life-changing experience with the Lord began, where he first called disciples. The Pope said it meant a return to grace of beginnings, memory that rekindles hope, memory of future bestowed upon us by Risen One. Move forward with hope. The resurrection of Lord motivates us to move forward in hope and joy, Pope stressed, emphasizing that because Christ was resurrected and changed course of world, it was necessary to stone away tombs where we so often imprison our hope with full confidence in future. History. The return. Galilee invites us return, the grace our own past, suggested Pope, revive memory our experience love Lord and the mystery life and world around us, when we acquire a brilliant new way seeing ourselves. This is what we are asked to do: remember and move forward. If you regain that first love, the wonder and joy of your encounter with God, you will keep moving forward. So remember and keep moving forward. Remember your own Galilee. The Pope explained that remembering when we came to know the Lord personally, as God who is by our side, who knows and loves us, is a key element here. Brother, sister, remember Galilee, and your calling. Remember God's word speaking directly to you at a given moment. Remember that powerful experience of the soul. When we remember our first encounter with Lord, foundation of our faith and belief, we respond Lord's call. Return Galilee. Celebrate Resurrected Lord, relive this experience, emotions, and feelings. This renews and strengthens our progress in Risen Lord, stressed Pope, and rolls stone in graves of our withered faith or lost hope. Remember and keep moving forward, said the Pope, and rediscover the grace of God's resurrection within you. Dear brothers, let us follow Jesus to Galilee, meet him, and worship him there, where he awaits each of us. Let's rekindle beauty of the moment when we realize he's alive and make him master of our life. Let's rise to a new life.